What is up, my Destiny dudes? It is build craft time for PvP. This works in the competitive arena. All of these matches and clips that you are seeing are from comp play, and I'm in there as a solo. This is Strand. I can't wait to show you guys what it is because I've been having a blast with it. This is the most favorite part for me because everything is brand new. Everyone's still figuring everything out, what works, what doesn't work. I have a build that I'm going to share with you guys right here, and I'm going to specifically show you how it works. If you haven't noticed from the clips earlier in the video, it's pretty effective, even in comp levels. Now, there's a bit of finesse to it, but if you use it the right way, use it as a utility, almost like a secondary weapon as opposed to just ability spam, you're going to have a good time with it and you're going to freak everybody out. So, let's go over the build. Here's what we're looking at. Thread Runner, Hunter. Make sure you have on Marksman Dodge, it's less of a cooldown. Make sure you have on Strafe Jump, get high in the air. Threaded Spike, I don't like it personally, we'll talk about that later. And Grapple. Now, the aspects, they are what they are, we can't do anything about those. Thread of Ascent, that's one, make sure you put that on. Put on Thread of Mind, that's a decent one, make sure you put that on. From there, you've got two different options, Thread of Isolation, or, I'm sorry, this is Thread of Continuity, but there's Thread of Isolation, and you can actually change it with this one down here. Moving down, it's not that one. Thread of Generation. Every time you deal damage, you get the grenade energy. And if you're going to be in the gunfight a lot like I normally am, that's how you get the energy back. So, here are the mods for your armor. Use Foe Tracer so you can track enemies around corners. That's important for this, so you don't miss. Kinetic targeting mods, if you're using kinetic as a primary. From there, on your gauntlets, make sure that you have the ability to get your grenade energy back as quickly as possible. Hunters, you want to be between mobility and recovery for the most part. We'll talk about that later. Grenade Kickstart, it's really good for getting energy back after you have fully depleted. You get between 15 to 20% with two mods. Now, on your chest, you want to make sure that you have unflinching kinetic aim. I'm assuming you're going to be primary gunfighting. If you're using a secondary weapon that acts like a primary, like the pulse rifle I have on, the Horror's Least, then you want to change that to unflinching arc. But we have kinetic in the gameplay clips. Now, kinetic weapon surge, every time you pick up a bit of an orb, or just an orb, you get a bit more damage. It's between 5 to 10%. Pretty awesome, so you just do more damage because you picked up the orb. And then utility kickstart, that's what you need. So you're, if you dodge or if you use your slam, the Tangle Slam, then you're going to get that ability back even faster. With 2 to 3 of them equipped, it's around 15 to 20%. So that's the basis of this build. And Autumn Wind, which is a current PvP Crucible rifle, it is worth your time to pick that up. The other part of this build is either a sidearm or a fast-firing fusion rifle. And I'll show you gameplay clips of me using both. The fusion rifle I found to be way more successful because you're getting up close and personal anyway. I tried using my adaptive frame fusion rifle, my precision frame one that is, and I could not make it work because the charge up time is too slow. Now, you're getting them damaged when you run in there like this, when you fly in there like this, so your ability to do that and then finish them with a fast-firing fusion, uncanny. It works every time, as you're about to see right here. Homeboy's hiding behind a shield, slam, he's got, regular health because I slammed him basically. But yeah, he was hiding behind a shield to give him more health than shields, right? I was still able to take him out with that fusion rifle. So the rest of the time what you're doing is you're trying to get into engagements, but you can hide around corners and you can catch them around corners like you saw in some of the other clips. You know exactly which way they're going, so you can play your position effectively. That's what Foe Tracer does for you. It is wall hacks. Welcome to Destiny. It's really fun because if you get them weak, you can finish them almost every single time, depending on if you hit it or if you miss it. Sometimes I miss it, I'm still practicing. But you get them, weak, and then you fly around the corner as they're trying to hide to recover with the grapple. It is so much fun when you can pull it off. Using it in Rift, as you can see, I can catch him around the corner, it stuns him, and then boom, fusion rifle for a finish, and I'm able to defend myself with the same fusion rifle. It's effective. It is worth your time to use it. Here is a classic example of what I'm talking about. I have him weak, he tried to move, I was able to close the gap on him and take him out. That's the kind of stuff that surprises people in the game right now because they're not used to that type of playstyle. They don't know what to do against it. So I'm having a blast freaking people out. Thread, if I was going to call it a gun, it'd be the anti-meta gun. Everyone that I was playing against in the competitive playlist are still using subclasses that they are accustomed to using from previous seasons. That makes it super fun for me because we have the counter to those right here in our toolkit. You just have to get some of the ability cooldowns to go down. I think Bungie was trying to play this conservatively, and I can kind of appreciate that. We don't want a stasis 2.0. But as you get them weak in the head around the corner, boom, you slap them with your grapple. It's a lot of fun. It's incredibly satisfying, and the loop of it is that you get all of your abilities back more quickly, anywhere between 10 to 15, even 20%, depending on how much you build into it. And you can hide, you can run, you know. Oh, this is what I wanted to mention. I wanted to do my melee movement, not my melee spike. So what I started doing at the beginning of the matches was getting rid of the spike, because that was actually hindering my ability to move. I view the spike as being something that gives me the ability to get away, or if I miss something, it's a long-range melee. It was hurting my abilities to move around the way that I wanted to when I was playing the way that I was trying to play it. So I ended up just throwing it in the beginning so I could get rid of it, so then I can make the play with the grapple, or I can make the play with my slam to tangle them up. Either way, you get a finisher, and when you take out a life in PvP with survival or rift, it matters a lot. It's a good movement tool as well, but that's not really what I was using it for. I was using it more to finish them off. Think of it like Athreus Embrace, okay? That is one of those things that you use to get people around corners once they go to recover and hide. It is incredibly satisfying when you get it to work, because they're sitting there thinking, oh, I gotta re-engage in this gunfight in a little bit because I got damaged and I didn't get the first pick or the first engagement. No, 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 you're not allowed to do that anymore because I can just fly around the corner and smack you. Anyway, my dudes, that's the video. This is your first official PvP Strand build video. I have more coming out, one of them with the 6 Coyote. It was decent. There's ways to tangle people up pretty much non-stop. And I could see it being pretty frustrating for the enemy, but whatever, dude. You gotta figure out how to play around it, I guess, or maybe use the last word. I don't know. The rest of the gameplay is just PvP, and you get to see what it looks like and how I utilized it right there. Too slow. That firing, that adaptive frame did not work. So for other subclasses, that type of thing works. For what I'm doing here, I need the fast fire because I could have finished the guy off. Okay, that's it. I promise. Thank you, dudes, so much for coming by the channel today. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you want to see more videos like this, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Remember to keep it down out there, my dudes. I love all you guys. I'll see you in the next one.
Runner is your life, Guardian. Protect them. Spark Runner is down. Enemy runner active. Stop them. Enemy runner is down. Has no res- Three lives left. Fire team that fights together stays together. Enemy team, fire.